Hello and welcome to another episode of Isku Talks. I know I made a video about Ninebot Max G3 only last week, but that was more kind of like first reaction video, so I wanted to try and make another one to just put together all the most important things you should know and add some of the info that I actually managed to get online, share some concerns, and of course release date, price, and things like that. So what's Ninebot Max G3? Well, it's kind of combination of Ninebot Max G2 and ZT3 Pro. Lots of ZT3 Pro technologies were brought over to Ninebot Max G3, and it's much better than I honestly expected. So first thing that caught my eye was front suspension and front fork that was redesigned, so hopefully there's not going to be problems with that like it was on Ninebot Max G2 that I actually made a video about to warn you guys. The next thing is 700 watt motor with a peak power of 2000 watts that should easily do 30% climbing, and I'm 99% sure that yes, it can definitely do it. It has a stronger frame with a max load of 130 kilos, but one of the really big changes is that it's actually Ninebot Max series is moving from 36 volt systems to 48 volt systems, and that's going to be brilliant, but I'm going to explain things about that a little bit later. Now it's coming with internal battery that's supposed to be, by data on official website, something like 12.44 amp hours. So 36 volt 15 amp hours on an old model, so this on 48 volt 12.44 amp hours, still bigger and better battery. Now it's also going to have a built-in fast charger, something that I was saying when I was doing a review on Ninebot Max G2, when I said I would absolutely love if it had a built-in fast charger, and with that charger it should recharge within 3.5 hours, but it's also going to support using external charger, and combined both chargers should charge internal battery in only 2.5 hours, and that's honestly absolutely brilliant. So the fun doesn't stop there, okay? So we saw on official website that there is also going to be an optional external battery that's going to be released a little bit later, and that's another brilliant thing. Now on official website we have range up to 135 kilometers with external battery. Without external battery, 80 kilometers max range, but capacity says 413 watt hours, so that turns into 8.6 amp hours. But I came across a couple of images on Facebook where it actually shows 459 watt hours, that turns into 9.56 amp hours. Combined together we are talking about 22 amp hour battery capacity with both batteries, and that's going to be really loads of range, and kind of the longest small commuter range so far as I know. Now my concern and my question there is, how will that battery be mounted? It looks like it's going to be mounted on a charging port, so then what happens then with charging? I'm going to assume that it's probably going to be slower, so probably built in fast charger plus external charger. We could be looking at to 5 or 6 hours charging time with both batteries. I'm not the happiest man about that, to be honest, but like we'll see when it comes out. Also the battery is gonna have a USB port, so you can use it as a power bank to charge your phone or some other devices. Pretty cool and pretty nice thing. We're also going to have informative display that we're going to also be able to even see a sat-nav on. So now on this display you won't need to take out your phone to check what's the remaining mileage on your scooter or anything. You won't even need a phone holder, but unfortunately the sat-nav is going to be a paid feature. I'm not sure it's going to be once off or subscription. I'm afraid that it's actually probably going to be subscription, and I honestly hope that I'm wrong. Another brilliant thing is going to be 11-inch tires with anti-puncture jelly mounted on a 7.5-inch rim that I actually managed to spot only on this picture. So Aftermarket tires, I don't think they're going to be available super quickly, but you know, to be honest, stock tires, if you check your tire pressure, they're absolutely perfectly fine. We're going to have dual mechanical brakes. Unfortunately, I would actually, like in Europe, because the scooter is going to be heavily restricted, mechanical brakes are going to be fine. In US, we're going to talk a bit more about the US version. I would actually prefer much more to see semi-hydraulic brakes or fully hydraulic brakes. But unfortunately, it is what it is. We're also going to have a dual hydraulic suspension. So that's brilliant. Scooter still going to be under 25 kilos. And it's going to have, of course, indicators in the best possible location so far. But there's a twist with the US version that I'm going to share with you just in a moment. We also have a headlight, 6 watt, 3 times brighter headlight that should also illuminate double the distance compared to Ninebot Max G2. And the taillight, I'm pretty sure, is going to be also nice and bright. When it comes to water resistance, we're going to have a IPX6 for the frame and IPX7 for the battery. We're also going to have a nice buttons on the left hand side, so like you'll be able to change your gears and modes and turn on lights without removing hands from your handlebars. On the right hand side, the throttle is going to be actually combined thumb and twist throttle, and the bell, there's not going to be electric bell anymore, electronic bell, that was really too quiet, so it's going to be just a standard ding ding bell, but it's going to be much louder as far as I remember seeing those on some other models. Also, we're going to have a now latch to lock your scooter, even though there is a little bit better version, better way of actually locking and securing your scooter, but I'm pretty sure that this is going to do a nice job as well. Support for Apple Find My, unfortunately nothing for Android users, but it's going to have a Segway airlock that I never tried so far, but as far as I understand how it works, it should technically be the best anti-theft system so far, but when I get my hands on it, when I give it a try, then I'll be able to say more about it. And now we're coming to US version. Okay, this picture is from US website. It's not available on European websites. So the US version is going to have underglow lights that are also going to work as indicators. So when you turn on indicators, they're going to turn amber and start blinking. Now, another difference between US and European version, there's no mention of external battery on US version, so maybe external battery is not going to be available in Europe. I honestly hope that this LED underlight is going to be available in European version, and then we are coming to the last, really the most important difference. US version is going to be unlocked to go up to 45 kilometers per hour, where European version won't. Will there be a speed unlock, speed hack, or regional hack or something at some stage? I hope it will, honestly. But I can't say anything 100% for sure. Okay, now we're coming to release date and pricing, two of the most important things. So release date should be second quarter of 2025. Some rumors say last week of March, first week of April. And when it comes to price, I honestly hope that it's going to be under 1,000 euros. But some rumors say that actually the price tag is going to be similar to previous model. So in Europe, that's around 800 euros. If we get that for 800 euros, I'm the happiest man on earth. How much external battery is going to cost? I don't know. How much external extra charge is going to cost? I don't know as well. But like I'm going to assume that probably all that together could easily get to, I don't know, maybe 12 or 1,300 euros. This is all the info that I managed to gather so far about Ninebot Max G3. I'll be keeping an eye on everything that's happening, any news. If I get any more info, I'm gonna leave it in a video description. I'm gonna put an update Also, all the pictures and all the new things gonna be in the community tab. So if you haven't subscribed, maybe consider subscribing. And there is also a link in the video description down below for my Ninebot Max G3 Facebook group, where I'm gonna be also sharing all the info that I have. So yeah, I think that's gonna be all. Till next time, guys, please stay safe out there and respect other road users. Bye bye.